So, how do you quickly get a world-class sound on the tuba? Well, most people think, right, long tones, long tones, long tones, long tones, long tones. Hold out the note as long as you can. But it's actually not long tones, and let me tell you why. See, I'm not actually knocking long tones. They serve a really important purpose, but all they actually do is solidify your sound. They make your sound a habit. And it's best to do long tones after you've started playing with a tone that's desirable and what you're kind of after, right? Or at least close to it. So, simply put, long tones, they build a habit, and you don't want a habit of a bad sound, right? So believe it or not, the secret here is actually doing something you've been doing ever since the day you were born. And I actually stumbled upon this by accident one day, and now it's almost exclusively what I use for developing a great sound. And it's called chewing, okay? And I promise, if you think I'm crazy, just try it and you'll be a completely changed tuba player. So be silly with me for just a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna put the tuba down for a second. And I want you to do this with me, okay? If you don't do it with me, you're not gonna get the benefit. So it's gonna be silly, but just do it with me for a minute. So I want you to start by opening your mouth and your teeth as wide as you can. And closing. Open. Close. And open. So now, this time, I want you to open as wide as you can, but I want you to close your lips, but keep your teeth open as wide as you can. So, close, open, close, and open. So, thanks for being silly for a second. Now, this time, I want you to do that, and it kind of sucks in your lips a little bit too, right? So I want this time, I want you to pout while you're doing it, like good old grumpy, angry face, okay? So, open, close your lips, now pout. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna say the word poo. Poo, poo. And that poo syllable pushes our lips open a little bit, creates that aperture opening that we want. So, let's go through this again real fast. So, everything's open, close your lips, keep your teeth open, frown, pull these corners down, angry face, and then say poo, poo. And everything stays open the entire time. You see, most people, when they teach embouchure, they leave off all of the inside setup, right? They're only talking about the corners or just kind of blowing through or maybe saying, all those different things. And they say, open your teeth or open your throat, but they never provide a clear way to do so. And oftentimes with playing any instrument, we have to trick ourselves into doing what we want our body to do. And it's really important to develop an awareness, because when we do that, it's like we're turning on a bright light in a dark room, and it actually gives us the opportunity to see fully inside for the first time instead of just guessing. And one warning though, you have to allow yourself to sound bad with this exercise. We're about to go over the chewing exercise, because we're gonna go from a bad sound to a good sound. But you have to allow yourself to make the bad sound, because we want to build that awareness. So go ahead and pick up your tuba and let's try this together, okay? So again, I call it the chewing exercise. And the first step is we're just gonna hold out a note and we're gonna chew. We're gonna start closed, like a big old, first year sound. We're getting 6th grade sound or something. And we're gonna start and we're gonna open and close. You're gonna look for the jaw movement. So I'm gonna do this like just on a concert F. Doing that, you're trying to see how open you can get. We're not just doing a little bit, we're going for that full movement. And I really recommend you do this in front of a mirror, or you could even do it like I'm doing it right now and do it with a phone, and you can look at it, get that feedback. So I'm gonna do it again. It's closed, open, you're looking for the jaw. We're going from that imperfect embouchure to a lot closer to that perfect embouchure. So the next part of this is we're going to do 4 half notes. We're going to go over 8 beats. You're going to go close, open, close, open. And again, it's just so we can gain more awareness and more control over what we're trying to do. So. And we're still trying to get that best sound when we're playing open, and that close sound is just everything's nasally. So from there we go to 8 quarters, close, open, close, open. So starting close. to go from a half note to 6 beats of open. Okay, half note closed and 6 beats open. And we're going to start working on solidifying that great sound now. So. And you do that a couple times to get really comfortable with that. Make sure that the 6 beats are working how you want them to. Make sure that sound that good, consistent tone quality. Then the next step is we do a quarter. So we're shortening the amount of time that we are doing the closed part, so that way we can make the long parts and the more what we're doing the open sound that we're going for. So quarter close, 7 beats open. And then the last step is to do open for 8 beats, and you just try to go right into the open. Cool. So you go through the steps, and again, it's all about building the awareness. It's not necessarily about, how the sound is at that moment, but close, open, and moving the jaw and being comfortable with that, so we can actually do the things like opening your teeth or opening your throat, relaxing your throat, those different kinds of things. And do you see how powerful this exercise can be? It puts you completely in the driver's seat with your tone, and then once you're happy with it, you can start to solidify that awesome sound with long tones. And I recommend doing it on a note that you're really comfortable with. I did it on F. And then from there you can start to expand it higher and lower, and make sure that every single note that you play on the horn you have full control over, and it's the sound that you crave and the sound that you want to share with others.